What's up guys, Jackie here. Welcome to the next video. In this one, I'm going to show you what we do to repurpose our Christmas ornaments to make them into a year-round product. So a lot of times we stock up on our Christmas ornaments and we don't sell out during the season. So we have to figure out a way to sell them throughout the rest of the season. So when that happens, we turn them into rear view ornaments. So these hang from your rear view mirror, you put a fun little phrase on them and they can sell throughout the rest of the year. So just a fun little way to repurpose them. But they come out so cute. So if you are looking for these blanks, you can find them in our blank shop, tcbblankshop.com. I'm going to show you exactly how to sublimate them today and turn them into a year-round product. So first, let's go over all the things you're going to need. The first thing is, of course, the ornament. The second thing you're going to need is a print, and you're going to need a dental hook to get the film off, something sharp that you can get the film off. You will need some heat tape and, of course, your heat press and some butcher paper so that you can cover it. So let's get started. So first things first, when you get your ornaments, you will have to take off this clear film. So that's where the dental hook comes into play. So very carefully, just get a little bit of a grab on this plastic. So this plastic film is there to protect it so it doesn't get all beat up during shipment or anything like that. So you just have to make sure you peel that off. So anytime if you're ever having any issues on these MDF products, this is a wood product, if you're ever having any issues, make sure there's no clear film. I can't tell you how many products I have pressed with the clear film still left on it. Also make sure you get all around the edges, you get all that plastic off. There's nothing left on it or it's not going to sublimate onto that plastic. So just make sure that that is done first. Second thing that you're going to do is you're going to measure your product. So you're going to take your measuring tape here and I go across and measure it from one side to the other, and I always add an extra ½ inch. So this looks like it's 4.25, so I'm going to make this 4.75 for my design, and then I'm going top to bottom, and it is about 3 inches, so I'm going to make it 3.5. So that's how big my design is going to be. So I've already gone ahead and printed the design. So we're going to get that on here. So this is just a simple rectangle at the dimensions that we just measured. Now you're going to take it and you're going to place it down onto your design here. You should have plenty of room over the edges to make sure that you have a full bleed on that ornament. So you can see that the design is around all of the edges of this ornament. And then all I do is I just take 2 pieces of tape and I tape it down onto that piece of paper. Now, one thing to note is you only need 2 pieces of paper or 2 pieces of tape if you tape it down really good so that it's not going to move. So just make sure you're actually, when you tape it, that you're taping it down almost like a step so that there's no gap from here to here. So it touches this part of the ornament. I hope that makes sense. So like I said, like almost like a zigzag. Make sure you have it like that. Otherwise there is room for it to shift during pressing. So that's all you need to do to get this ready to press. So let's head on over. All right, so I'm at my George Knight DK20S. So I'm gonna lay down a piece of butcher paper here. This is even probably a little bit big, but then you're gonna put this face up so that the print is facing up, and you're just gonna fold it over your ornament here, and you're gonna press this at 350 degrees for 45 seconds. MDF, I like to do a little lower temperature than normal because it has a chance of bubbling and warping. So if you do 356 degrees, medium pressure for 45 seconds, you should be good to go. Okay, once it's done, it's going to be super hot, so make sure that you don't pick it up right away, but you should be good to go to flip it over, and now you're ready to press the other side. So here's what it looks like once it's pressed. There you go. Here's what it looks like. It is beautiful, but now we're ready to press the other side. I like to do all of my things that can be sublimated on both sides. It just makes the product look a little bit better. It makes it look like it's worth the price. So I like to press the other side. So you're going to do the same exact thing that you did before. You're going to lay this onto your print right in the middle there. I made sure to center my wording so that it's centered onto that design. If you can see, the wording is directly center here and directly centered here. So I know I got to lay down the ornament right in the middle here. So all you do is lay it down, and same thing. You're just going to take 2 pieces of tape and you're going to push it on your sides here. Make sure you're pushing into the ornament so that it kind of creates a step so that you have that piece of tape literally on the edge of that ornament there. That's an important part. Now I'm gonna use the same butcher paper that I did. I'm just gonna put the print in a different spot here, and I'm gonna fold it over. Well, I guess I gotta go this way. I'm gonna fold it over. We'll press it right there. And you just pull it over and press it and make sure it's face up. Make sure that print is face up. And we're just gonna press it for another 45 seconds at 350 degrees. All right, I got it off the press, so let's take it over and let me show you the last couple steps to make this a hot product that people are gonna want all year round. So here's the product. If you're ever getting any tape marks, that means your heat or pressure is too high. So you want to try to turn down your heat or loosen your pressure up a little bit. But here's what it looks like on both sides here. It looks super cute. Now the last step is going to be to put your ribbon into your ornament here. Now again, sometimes you can even add some silicone beads. You could get real crazy with this, real creative with it, and make it really pretty for your customers. But I'll just take a piece of printed ribbon here. You can get it from Michael's or Amazon, but I just take a piece of ribbon and I'm gonna pull it through, and then I'm gonna just tie it, making sure that the printed side is showing towards the front here, and it kind of matches that background that I chose for this. So let's go ahead and tie that, and then you should be good to go. And then I'll show you what it looks like hanging out. It's super cute, and it's just a fun little, like I said, a fun little thing, a fun little add-on. You can add pictures to these. You can really make these custom for your customers, which is great. So that's it there. And then we're just going to cut off that excess ribbon and be good to go. And here is what she looks like in all her glory. Like I said, just a fun little thing to use car ornaments for. One thing to know is just make sure that they are not illegal in your state. I would recommend checking with that first, or telling your customer to check with that first, because you don't want them to get pulled over and get a ticket for hanging this in their rearview mirror. But just a fun little thing. They could add it anywhere else in their car as well. So I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.